I met Ben 50 years ago this month. I was the manager of a dining establishment in Chicago called the Chicago Crescent. I walked into the kitchen and Ben was talking to my chef, and I asked, "What are you doing there?" Because I was 27 years old, smarter than anyone in the world. And he said to me, "I'm trying to sell product to your chef." I said, "You know, I'm the guy in charge, because I'm 27 years old, I've just been promoted to this position. So if you want to sell anything, you have to talk to me. So, see you later." About a week later, he's knocking on my door. "Hi, I'm back. You said I had to come sell you. So I'm here. What can I sell you? We've got all these things that I can obviously supply you with." For some reason, and I think Dylan hit on it, that Ben was someone you could connect with very quickly. And boy, did we connect. It was one of those relationships where I broke the rules to buy from Ben, because I was supposed to buy from a distributor that was a corporate distributor. But Ben serviced me like nobody ever serviced a customer before. He knew exactly what we did and how we did it. Anyway, he moved on and I moved on. It was one of those relationships that we then went out for drinks and got to know each other a little bit. We went through a couple of lives together, so we had a real connection all the way around. Ben also went above and beyond as a salesman. Not only was he good at selling, but he was good at relationship building, which is really the key to being a good salesperson. So when I was promoted to run the cafeteria at Loyola University of Chicago, and he lived, 4 blocks, 5 blocks away on Oak Street, there was a huge snowstorm in 75 or 74, I can't even remember when, and I had no choice but to come in and be the guy in charge, because I was the only one there, to start the coffee service, to start the breakfast service for the students. So I'm trying to figure out, what do I start first? And all of a sudden there's another knock on the door, and there's Ben. I said, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Well, I can't go anywhere," so I figured you needed help. So I set up the coffee stand, and he ran the register, and we started serving until my employees actually showed up. That's the kind of person Ben was. He never. It's really, I have to tell you, it's really hard. Because I've lost a lot of friends in the last few years, but this one has hit me really, really hard. Anyway. When I asked him why he showed up, he said, "I knew you'd show up, and I knew you needed help. And I lived 4 blocks away, so I could walk here. So it wasn't like I had to take a bus or subway and make a trip like your employees did. So here I am." Then, Benny, when I was promoted to another position with the company I was with, got a phone call one day, and the guy on the other end was a recruiter that I knew. And he said, "I got a friend of yours in my office, Ben Regan." I said, "Oh yeah, was he looking for a job?" "Yeah, he's looking for a job." We always were on him. It's not. That was a thing in the 80s and 70s. We found a better job and we went and left the employer you had. Anyway, the guy said, "There's a job in Vienna, and I know you speak so many languages over there, that Benny said you'd be the ideal candidate." Lo and behold, I got the job, and I moved to Vienna. I told Ben that was the only way he was going to get rid of me was to send me overseas. So, after I came back, we continued. It was like the relationship that never broke. With Benny, it was always, we get together, he visited me, I visited him. We got to meet Karen out here, and it was one of those that no matter how many years had gone by or how many days we hadn't talked, we picked up from when we left off. And that's the one thing that, as Dylan said, he was able to create a relationship with people so quickly, because he was really a down-to-earth person. There was no mask, there was no phoniness. He was who he was. And that was one of the most wonderful people I'd ever met. And I miss him terribly. Because he got me through COVID.
Wow.
Because I was still working for whatever reason, stupid as it was, as old as I was. I was in the marijuana industry, and so we had a great time talking about the industry and about the people in the industry. But I remember one of the things was when the COVID hit, we all had to go and hide. And so one of the things that for me was very difficult, because I'm about as social as he was people mattered to me as well. Between Ben and Karen and our two weekly conversations on Thursday nights and Sunday nights, I managed to get through COVID because of them. So I reach out to you for the help. And as a side note, between Ben and Karen, they got me to meet my lovely partner here, Paula, who told me I was too aggressive. God only knows that. It's never in my vocabulary. But they walked me through how to manage a relationship at my age, because I was so smart and knew everything, right? And I will never, ever forget Ben. He will always be in my heart. Thanks.